Stop me if you've heard this one before, Anthony Totri. The people over in the SEC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can stop. We've heard
they're
that
crying.
Before. Happy Thursday and welcome into another edition of the PHNX Sun Devils Show. I'm Anthony Totri, joined as always by Redcoat Ruby himself. Of course, we got the Freckle Mamba behind the Mac making all of the magic happen. The Jake White Shark, Kevin, Glenn, Short Busted, so many more here in the chat.
I don't think they were a fan of the cold open.
No?
I don't think they were.
Well, look, hit that like button anyways. Hit the subscribe button and drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. Did it have to do with your crying impression?
I thought it was pretty good.
I mean, were you?
Do you want me to do it again?
Well, I want to know, are you imitating Lane Kiffin specifically crying or just like the SEC as a conference?
Yes.
Well, I feel like if you're imitating the SEC, there needs to be a little bit more twang in your cry. Yeah, well, okay.
A little Waluigi?
That's a little bit.
How do you cry in an accent? Go for it.
No,
you got it.
I've got no idea. No idea.
Wham.
Hey, there you go. That's a little bit more.
Wham, wham, wham.
I never thought about that.
Yeah,
I never thought about like if there's
babies don't like a British accent crying, like wham.
I love it. That's perfect.
You never know what you're gonna get, man.
Perfect way to kick off today's show. Of course, Z-Man and Will here in the chat as well. You're right, Eric. The SEC is crying. Specifically, Lane Kiffin at SEC Media Day doing what he does best and imitating Ruby's cry.
Yeah.
1,000%. Of course, we're talking about the college football playoff because what else would Lane Kiffin be doing in July? He would be...
Oh, my workout membership got canceled. Damn.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Look, Lane Kiffin earlier today at SEC Media Day had this to say about the college football playoff and potentially taking a deeper look at strength of schedule over wins.
I just think that it's going to cause issues that we've already seen until we can get into a world where people can actually look at teams and say, that team that is 9-3 with their schedule is a better team than that 11-1 in a different conference, which now I think we aren't even close to doing that. I think it causes a problem.
I mean, it's so weak. I don't know. Like that's kind of the thing.
Like, just why?
Well, here's
why.
Look, a tough schedule is a tough schedule. And
Yes.
I understand that you want to get credit for playing in a tough schedule.
Yeah. You want to know how you get credit?
Winning the game.
That's it. That's
and
literally
that's the thing. 9-3 and 11-1. Like, that's a really big difference.
It is a big difference.
Right? And again, to me, it's like setting yourself up to have an out by the end of the season. Like, I don't know if you're talking to somebody that you're going to get something done, and you're like, but if somebody were to not get it done, like that wouldn't be the end of the
But they had excuses. They had excuses for why they didn't get it done.
Here's the thing. I'm totally going to mow the lawn. Like, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
That being said, if there were something to maybe get in the way of doing that, just know that I tried my best and I should get credit for it either way.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna
for
do
not
it.
doing
I'm
it.
gonna do it. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna go 11-1. But if for some reason we're 9-3, we're just as good as we would be if we were 11-1.
It's soft, dude. It's so soft.
It's the SEC way. And that's also the where it's like, we're tough from the South. Like, we're tough from the SEC.
Here we go. I got some twang.
You know what
now.
I mean? Like, every single game that we play in the SEC, I mean, it is just brutal. You guys just couldn't understand it in any other conference. That being said, I'm going to cry like a baby if I lose more than 2 games and I don't get my recognition for it. Because everything is earned and not given unless we want something that wasn't earned. Then I want it given.
Then I want to give it.
And you better understand that we're tough down here in the South. Unless we don't get what we want, And then we get
Unless we have to play other people from the South. And then
we get really sad. And then we start crying.
It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous that we're at this point talking about the college football playoff. And I get pushing an agenda. I understand, like, supporting your conference as a whole. But you don't have to go up there at SEC Media Day and immediately start whining about how, well, I think we need to get to a point where the College Football Playoff Committee can look at 9-3 teams in the SEC and say, you know what? They played a tougher schedule than whoever was in the Big 12. They played a tougher schedule than an ACC team. They played a tougher schedule than blah, 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 blah.
You
which
still
means
get the benefit of the doubt.
You do. You're in the SEC. It's not like the College Football Playoff Committee doesn't care that you're in the SEC.
Yeah, like, again, you guys already have a bias in favor of you. I mean, by the way, also, 3 champions in a row have not come from the SEC.
Correct.
So that's something to certainly keep in mind here, where it's like, are you losing your fastball? And are you worried about it? Right? Because you want it to be like, oh, this SEC supremacy. And sure, I still think that, like, you could have an argument for being the best conference in college football.
Yeah, top to bottom, I think the SEC is the best conference.
Yeah, it's a tough conference. You also get the most resources. You get the most infrastructure. You get the best TV deals.
You get the best players.
You get set up the best to succeed as well. And, like, I don't know, man. I would take a little bit more from this if it wasn't like an LSU or like an Alabama.
If it wasn't Lane Kiffin
or like
specifically.
well, no, not even Lane Kiffin, but just like the school.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, Kirby Smart's not doing this weak stuff, man.
No.
Like, that plain and simple, because you understand, like, hey, we're just going to be good enough to do it. To me, you're sitting there and you're telling the
Kirby
world,
Smart
we
is
don't
like
think you're good enough to do
blue
this.
collar coach.
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin is like, look, we're going to go get all these 5-star guys, and we're going to play really hard, and we're going to go get a bunch of really good transfers.
We're going to be 9-3.
And if by chance we go 9-3, please consider us the
best team ever.
Yeah, consider us a college football playoff
It's a victim complex. It's just, you guys are handed everything. You're given, and that's the thing, is not just the infrastructure, but the way that you're covered, the way that you're talked about.
Yeah.
You look at the AP Top 25.
There's already bias toward the SEC.
The college football playoff rankings. Like, Alabama should not have been in the playoffs last year.
No, they shouldn't have.
And
the result
showed that. Right, but why did they get in?
Because they're in the SEC.
Right, and that's the thing, is you could have talked about BYU or Notre Dame having a better argument to get in over Alabama, and they didn't. So, like, this already exists. This already happens. You already get the benefit of the doubt if you lose 3 games, if you lose 2 games. You should just focus on being the best team. And you know what? Maybe if you lose 3 games to the top 3 teams in the country by a combined 3 points, then we can consider that. Obviously, there's context to it, right?
Yeah.
But to say, oh, well, we're better than an 11-1 team, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
you might be a better team than an 11-1 team, but how many times do you see a team miss the playoffs because they lost games that they shouldn't play or that they shouldn't lose, despite how talented they are? Like, that's just life. You lost a game you shouldn't have lost. They won a game that they shouldn't have won. They're going to get the accolades over you. Plain and simple. There are 12 spots to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
There's plenty of opportunity to do it for you.
There is. And I think you can go back and look at the 2024 college football playoff. Obviously, Arizona State making it in that college football playoff. You look at the amount of teams that already came from the SEC and the Big Ten. Teams, in large part, that deserved it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I feel like you look at a team like Oregon in the Big Ten, they were undefeated, right? 13-0. You're exactly who you say you are.
Yeah.
Right? But the further you go down, you look at Alabama, 9-3. You look at Ole Miss, 9-3. You look at South Carolina, 9-3. Missouri, 9-3. Like, everybody in that conference is 9-3. Right? So you look at some of the other teams that are in the same upper echelon, maybe, of their conference. Miami was 10-2.
Yeah.
Right? You look
and there was
at
arguments
BYU
about
10-2.
Miami didn't deserve to get in, and clearly they did.
Yeah.
Like, there are good teams that lose games. By the way, not just you haven't had a national champion from the SEC in 3 years. You haven't had an SEC representative in the national championship game since Georgia beat TCU.
Yeah. Wipe the floor with.
I mean, and they did. Like, that's the thing is
it crazy to say that Georgia's like not even? I consider Georgia almost in its own realm. Like, I don't think there are other SEC teams right now, and maybe you can throw Texas in there, but Texas hasn't won anything. Like, Georgia's kind of in their own conference. Like, Georgia owns everybody.
And it used to be Alabama.
Yeah, it used
but it's
to
not
be.
anymore.
No. Color me shocked that Kalen DeBoer isn't Nick Saban. Like,
They love him, though.
That's not a surprising thing whatsoever. But I do think you get to this point where you constantly have the threat of the SEC now more than ever saying, the South loves to secede, dude. Like, this is what they're going to do, right? They're just going
they're going to form their own Super
We're done.
League.
We're not going to be in the NCAA anymore. We're going to form our own Super League because that's what we have already.
Yeah.
Like,
Williams said the Pac-12 has had a national championship participant more recently than the SEC. Yeah, number 2 Washington in 2023. And now, yes, did they get rocked? Absolutely, they got rocked. But and you go back to like the SEC dominance before, like every year before that, except for the first year of the new the CFP stuff. Like there's been a SEC team. However, there's only been 2 SEC teams twice, and it was Georgia and Alabama in 2017, Georgia and Alabama in 2021.
Yeah.
Right. So you're not running roughshod over everybody to the point where, hey, the 2 best teams from our conference are the 2 best teams either way.
Yeah.
Right. Therefore, the 3rd best team in our conference, the 4th best team in our conference, well, they should be treated like the best team in another conference, which is basically what you're saying.
100%.
Is that
Lane Kiffin is saying that if you go 9-3 in the SEC, that is as good as winning the Big 12 or the ACC.
Right. And it's not.
No. It's not even close. You didn't win a conference. You lost 3 games.
Yeah.
And this is the first year that they're going to a 9-game conference schedule. He was complaining like this before they've even played a 9-game schedule, where they get to play like the University of, I don't know, couch potatoes in week 8. Like, that's what the SEC gets at a certain point. Now they're all crying and they're all canceling their home-and-home series across the P4, right? They don't want to see Arizona State. They don't want to see teams in the Big Ten. They don't want to see teams in the ACC. Why? Because, well, at the SEC, we play so many tough games, so many tough teams, and you do. But you're in that conference for a reason. You already get bias. If you lose 2 games in the SEC during the regular season, guess what? Odds are you are still going to the college football playoff. At no point should there be a non-double-digit win team in the college football playoff unless you find a way to win a conference.
Sure.
That is the only way that should happen.
And we're not talking about like group of 5 teams. Right
No.
now, I get it. Like group of 5 teams, they get in, and I think that there is an argument, and people could be upset about. Okay, well, you're a 10-win group of 5 team versus a 9-3 Alabama team. Okay, well, Alabama's probably a better football team, probably, right? But when you break down how different coaches react to this, it's just like it comes off as crybaby and whining. Like Kirby Smart has said, like, yeah, we want to have, better success in the college football playoff, but he said it's on us. We've got to find a way, whether we win the SEC or not, to get into the playoff and play better, play bigger in bigger moments, right? You have to get there on your own merits, and you already get a head start being in the SEC. That's just true. But those who are confident in their ability, those who are confident in saying that we're going to be one of the best teams, like Kirby Smart, are not sitting down and saying a 9-3 team should get in the college football playoffs.
No, nobody is. Nobody outside of the SEC thinks that is a logical solution here. BYU went 11-2 last season, and they lost to the same opponent who happened to be a college football playoff team, that happened to be a conference champion.
Yeah.
They didn't get in the college football playoff, yet you want the committee to consider 3-loss SEC teams? What sense does that make? If you want to go win another conference,
unless you're sitting there and you're saying, well, we just deserve to be in the playoff no matter what.
Then get out of the SEC. Conference realignment is alive now more than ever. If the SEC's too hard, go to the Big 12 and go win the conference.
Sure.
It's only been won back-to-back years one time in its history by Oklahoma. Nobody else has done it. Go do it if you think it's that easy.
Yeah.
Leave the SEC because it's too difficult for you, but you have to do that, Lane. If you're gonna take LSU out of the SEC, you have to sit up in front of the mic and you have to say, we are so sorry to the folks of Baton Rouge and the Tigers fan base that we couldn't get it done in the SEC. But you know what? We're going to go to a conference where we think we can win. We're going to go to the ACC so we can see Cal and Stanford and Clemson. Or we're going to go to the Big 12 where you're going to have a tough time playing this upper echelon team that you have in the Big 12 too.
Yeah.
Texas Tech, BYU, Utah, Houston, Arizona State, Arizona at times. These aren't just teams that you can just casually beat.
I mean, look at Texas ASU in the CFP in 2024.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, look.
Perfect example.
Texas Tech didn't have a great showing last year.
No, they didn't.
And we all can acknowledge that. But,
who'd they lose to, though? Not an SEC team.
They didn't lose to an SEC team. So, again, it's just, to me, it's pathetic and it's never going to stop. And it's also not going to stop you. You got guys
When?
like Paul Feinbaum who are out there and are like, well, the SEC is persecuted, and it's just shut up.
You're just hitting every octave that you can in Southern twang today. Yeah.
I don't really think I mean, yeah, I guess.
Maybe just a little bit.
I guess.
Yeah, there it is. Well, look, what if the CFP committee does in fact take Lane Kiffin and the SEC bias to a whole new level? What does it mean for Arizona State? What does it mean for the Big 12 in general? Well, we're going to answer that question and many more on the other side of our first. Financial success begins with the right institution and, of course, the right account. So you already know. We're talking about Mountain America Credit Union, more specifically their My Style checking account. It's designed around exceptional member service, and we've been telling you for quite some time now about the different perks and benefits that you get specifically with Mountain America's My Style checking account. It is, of course, the ultimate spending account and how you get things done. It could be your midday snack account, your date night account, your surprise party account, your home repairs account. In other words, it's the perfect fill in the blank account. Whatever makes your life worthwhile, Mountain America's My Style checking account is right there with you. And of course, if you're still not sold because you want your credit union to support your university, well, you're in luck, because home to Kenny Dillingham's Arizona State Sun Devils, none other than Mountain America Stadium. So make sure you apply for your My Style checking account at any Mountain America branch or at macu.com/MyStyle, insured by NCUA. Membership required based on eligibility. Some benefits require no cost registration/activation. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
Let's do a show of hands. Who here likes to watch games? Yeah, I know I do. And who here likes to, put a little action on the games? Who here likes to watch on big screens? Who here likes to go to Gila River Resorts and Casinos, any of their 4 locations, for the best game day experience? That's everybody right here. Both hands in the air, because we're on a roller coaster ride. The adrenaline's pumping at Gila River Resorts and Casinos, Arizona's #1 casino destination. They seriously know how to do sports right. Every BetMGM sportsbook is built for fans. We're talking wall-to-wall TVs, massive screens, incredible viewing setups, and flexible ways to bet while the action is happening live. So whether you're sweating out a same-game parlay, cheering on your squad with your friends, or just looking for the best game day atmosphere in the state, this is the place to be. Grab your crew, celebrate the big wins, and enjoy everything Gila River Resorts Casinos has to offer, like their pool, their dining options, their state-of-the-art gaming floor, literally everything that you could possibly want out of an experience. Gila River Resorts Casinos has it. Gila River Resorts and Casinos, all the ways you do you. Visit playatgila.com for more details.
Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast.
College football brings the best out of everybody.
We talk SEC, and just some people are
I don't think anybody hates Paul Feinbaum more than William in the chat.
Yeah,
And you know what? Sure.
Maybe his future constituents?
Yeah, maybe.
Wasn't he running for office?
I think so.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's see. Glenn in the chat. What if the committee took a 3-win SEC team over a 1-loss playoff team? I want a damn whole hour show of Totri apologizing to all of us about 2014 playoffs. Not doing it. 2014 playoffs should not exist. I will stand.
You think you're going to get a Totri apology?
No.
Come on.
You will, but not on a 2014 playoff conversation.
What would warrant a Totri apology?
If I was wrong. I'm not wrong about the 2014 playoff. If you can find me something
that you're wrong about?
Yeah, something that I'm wrong about, I'll apologize.
Fair enough.
Something that end up getting done and I'm proven wrong. Yeah, I'll apologize for it.
Going back to preseason 2025 takes.
Yeah, you do that. I'm not going to apologize for the 2014 playoff. It's too many teams, and you're just rewarding the SEC more. It's a participation trophy in my mind. It's like, oh, you guys, you had a really good season. You weren't the best of the best, but man, you were good enough.
Well, and that's the thing is also where you'd be getting mad at the wrong thing. I'm not opposed to slight expansion. 2014 double, and we've been through this a million times. Do you want to talk about stars?
Many a time. No, I don't want to talk about stars anymore. Kenny proved me right on that one.
So actually, he didn't. This is the funniest thing is that he actually didn't do that at all. 24 is too much, but like slight expansion, whatever. Like at a certain point, it's just going to get expanded. My thing is, if you're getting mad at them putting a 9-3 team in, and you're getting mad at how many teams are allowed in, and not at the process of what is allowing that 9-3 team in, and what is like the thought behind doing that, then you're mad at the wrong thing. So, and that is something I do agree with you with, where just because a team that we think doesn't deserve it are allowed in to play doesn't mean that you need to let more teams play. It means you need to be better about selecting who gets in.
Yeah.
Right? I think there are enough teams. Again, 14 teams, 16 teams, all right. I think that you had enough last year where you could say there's at least 2 more teams that could have deserved to get in that you have a conversation about.
Yeah.
Right? That's why I don't really care that much, because if BYU and Notre Dame were in last year, I wouldn't have been mad. I would have thought they were both deserving college football playoff teams. But if you're getting mad at how many teams are allowed in when there's enough spots, they're just allowing the wrong team in, like, you're focused on the wrong thing.
Let's play a little game here.
Oh.
Okay?
Sure.
Let's talk about these hypothetical
Hypotheticals. Perfect. We are talking SEC.
Yeah. or not even hypothetical. Let's talk about teams that made the playoff last year and teams that didn't.
Sure.
Right? With the perfect case study in my mind is just a year ago where you had BYU in the Big 12 not get in, and you had Alabama.
Yeah. Jared says, I don't think Utah ? I don't think Utah was a playoff team last year.
No, Utah wasn't a playoff team last year.
They were good.
Yeah. Yeah,
but they weren't on the same level as BYU.
No, they weren't. And again, we're going to take a look at a 9-3 SEC team that ended up getting in the college football playoff, and they got in over teams like a BYU. They got in over a team like Notre Dame that potentially had a better argument.
Yeah.
Notre Dame 10-2 last year,
and their 2 losses were early.
2 losses to Miami on the road,
who played in the national championship game.
Was number 10 in the country at a point in time at that when they kicked off that game. 3-point loss. The following week, Notre Dame played Texas A&M, and they lost 41-40. 1 point loss. They lost their 2 games by a combined of 4 points to 2 college football playoff teams.
Yeah.
Okay. BYU went 10-2 they went 11-2 throughout the
season and the
postseason.
Championship game. Yeah.
They beat everybody in the Big 12
but Texas Tech.
Except Texas Tech. They lost to Texas Tech in the regular season,
and that was on the road, right?
Yes. And then they lost to Texas Tech
site.
at a neutral site in the Big 12 championship game. Mind you, those games weren't close. They only scored a combined 14 points in those 2 games. So not nearly as close as what Notre Dame did. Then let's talk about Alabama. Alabama, the only one of those 3 teams
that got into
actually got into the playoff. Their losses came to Georgia at the end of the year.
Sure.
28-7. They lost
a bad loss, but a good team.
Bad loss to a great team.
Again, but a team that also didn't make the championship.
Didn't make the national championship.
Yeah.
They lost to Oklahoma, 23-21. Oklahoma wasn't a college football playoff team.
No, not a playoff team.
Actually, they were. They were a college football
playoff
team. Excuse me. Yeah, they were a first round.
Was Mateer injured when they lost?
Potentially.
He got injured last year.
But their first loss of the season came in week 1 to the Florida State Seminoles. They lost by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And a natural response would be, it's Florida State. What did Florida State do last year? The Florida State Seminoles last year won a total of 5 football games. They were 3-0 in non-con. They beat Alabama. They beat East Texas A&M. And they beat Kent State. In terms of the ACC, they beat Virginia Tech and they beat Wake Forest. They lost to Virginia, Miami, Pittsburgh, Stanford, Clemson, NC State, and Florida. Florida State was not a good football team last year, yet they handed the Alabama Crimson Tide their first loss of the season. Alabama was the only team to make the college football playoff. Yeah. You already have the SEC bias.
And
it's right there in front of you.
They did win a CFP game. They beat Oklahoma in the first round, but
then they saw Indiana,
and they got
their ass kicked,
and they got killed.
And you could have made the argument that Oklahoma didn't even belong in the college football playoff.
Yeah. That is, again,
we need more of that.
Well, that's the thing. Is like
we need more 9-3 sorry ass.
Like, what are we complaining about?
SEC teams getting in the college football playoff.
Like, what are we complaining about if we're Lane Kiffin? Because this is literally already happening. Like, what he's complaining about is
he's like, we're nowhere near it. We're nowhere near that point.
11-2 team missed it because of a 9-3 team.
Notre Dame. They lost to 2 college football playoff teams, one on the road, one in the national championship game by a total of 4 points.
Yeah.
But Alabama gets in. They lost to Florida State by 2 touchdowns. Like, it doesn't feel like that is a crazy, like, it shouldn't have even been a conversation.
Like, if BYU lost to West Virginia,
their season would be over.
It's done.
Unless they win out, and even if they win out.
No, they want to make it. Unless they won the conference, they wouldn't make it.
They'd have to win the conference.
They wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
If they lost to West Virginia and they beat Texas Tech, they still wouldn't make it. Like in the regular season. If they beat Tech, but they lost to West Virginia and then they lost in the championship game, they wouldn't make it. They wouldn't. Alabama still would have gotten in because that West Virginia game would have been looked at too much of a stain.
It blows my mind. It really does blow my mind.
Does it?
It blows my
I don't
mind.
know.
That,
I'm not really surprised.
It blows my mind that they're still asking for it, though. Like, you already have all of the bias. You already are getting what you want. Yeah, you're sitting here complaining before the season even starts about 9-3 team. Like, look at the strength of schedule. Like, they don't already look at the strength of schedule, dog. You already get the benefit that you're in the SEC, and they'll look at you like a 9-3 team. Can you imagine if there was a Big 12 head coach, if Kalani Sitake or Kyle Whittingham at the time would have gone up at a podium at Big 12 Media Day and would have said, you know what? I really want the College Football Playoff Committee to start considering 9-3 Big 12 teams. Or if someone in the ACC, right? If Dabo was like, you know what? We feel like this conference is really good. 9-3 should be looked at in the same way that a 10-2 or an 11-1 in the SEC or the Big 10 is considered. They would be the laughingstock of college football if they did such a thing. So why is it any different for Lane Kiffin?
But my thing is like you're already complaining for something that you have, right? It's like if I had a sandwich in my hand and I was like, oh, I wish I had a sandwich. I have a sandwich. Like it's right here.
Yeah.
It's in your hand. Stop complaining about not having a sandwich when somebody just made you a sandwich. Like you've got it, man.
We want a better sandwich.
We
want more sandwiches.
No, it's like you ask for a sandwich with like turkey and you're like, oh, this says turkey. Like I want a sandwich with turkey. It's like, dude, you have the sandwich with turkey in your hands. Like you have it. It's there. What you're asking for, you already have. Plain and simple. It literally just happened. With the conference that you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're like, man, I wish somebody would give me a massage. Like, dude, you just got a massage. Like literally it just happened last season. Dude, last season. Man, I'm really thirsty. I wish I had a cup of water. There's a cup of water in your hand. It's ridiculous.
Glenn says a Big 12 coach would never say that. Otherwise, we'd have 9 teams in the ESPN FPI. It is madness, but that is college football, of course, the college football season right around the corner. I know we're all looking forward to it. But look, again, the what ifs here. Is the Big 12 already being set up to lose? Could it get any worse for the Big 12 and the ACC? We're going to wrap up this conversation on the other side of our second break.
The MLB season is in full swing. The WNBA season going on as well. And of course, Sun Devil football right around the corner. And if you want to go to these games, well, you're going to need a ticket. Here's the problem with tickets nowadays, though. You go to get your ticket, you go to checkout, and all of a sudden the price just doubled because you don't know about the fees. Well, guess what? Ever since I've switched over to Game Time, that is not a problem anymore. Not only are the tickets cheap, especially these last-minute tickets, that prices go down as you get closer to the start of the game, but you can, of course, see everything that you're paying for before you check out. That's 100% authentic tickets on time at the best price and no surprises. All the fees are included so you can budget correctly. You're not going to get excited about what ticket you're going to get, and then you go to check out, and then boom, now you can't afford it anymore. Same thing with concert tickets, comedy shows, theater tickets, literally any sort of tickets, and they have the lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. I've literally tried to do this. I've tried to find lower prices than Game Time. I'm like, I want some money, and I could not find a lower price than Game Time. To the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets and any tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code PHNX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, but again, create an account, redeem code PHNX for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today.
Look, that Arizona heat, it is here to stay. That's right. And windows, well, they just so happen to be a major reason for costs climbing every single month, heating the house and costing you money to cool down your space. So you know what can help?
What?
Some brand spanking new windows over from the Window Depot. That's right. I know what you're thinking. You hear the Window Depot.
It's got to be just windows.
But that's where you'd be wrong.
I'm wrong?
Erik. You're always wrong, but specifically when it comes to the Window Depot, because they are far more than just a window store. From windows to doors, cabinets, countertops, they stock more so that you spend less. That's right. Now, with 8 locations across the valley and windows proudly manufactured in Tucson, you guys can get whatever you could possibly need for your next home makeover. Spruce up your space and go check out the Window Depot. Visit thewindowdepot.com and get started on your next project today. Stop by one of the Window Depot's 8 Arizona locations and see for yourself why they're way more than just a window store. Shop online, pick up in store, browse and order directly at thewindowdepot.com with real-time access to in-stock products at your nearest location. Get what you need when you need it. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. Or else what?
Paul Feinbaum's going to get you.
Oh, no. Is Paul Feinbaum worse than, like, the boogeyman? Like, would you be more scared?
If you woke up and the boogeyman or, like...
Yeah, like, you look under your bed and it's it's either the boogeyman or Paul Feinbaum.
I think I'd rather find the boogeyman.
I think I might find, the boogeyman would be a lot... like easier to deal with than if you just...
You're not considering the strength of schedule. Whoa. Paul! You can't do that, man.
That would be terrifying.
You can't do that.
That would be absolutely terrifying. Look, for all the folks that were in the chat earlier talking ASU basketball, of course, yesterday's show was completely dedicated to ASU hoops, and if you missed it, don't worry, we will be dropping a brand new audio-only episode of the PHNX Sun Devils Show, dropping Saturday morning, talking a little bit about Joel Foxwell potentially being the X factor for Arizona State men's basketball in 2026. But getting right back to the conversation at hand, of course, being we need to find Lane Kiffin a binky for the 2026 season. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about how the College Football Playoff Committee works, how it should work, what this means for the Big 12 moving forward, if things do potentially start to change, because the SEC was already getting biased. I think we can agree with that, right?
Sure.
And now you add in they are going to be playing one more conference game, right? While we all view it as, okay, now you're doing what everybody else is doing, we already know that the College Football Playoff Committee looks at the SEC differently. I think there is a chance that you could potentially start to see a little bit more bias toward the strength of schedule versus just the overall record.
Well, here's the thing, is it's not going to matter as much because they are going to expand. Like, they're going to expand the college football playoffs. Whether you think it's the right move or not, it's going to be a 2014 playoff in the next 3 to 4 years.
No.
100%. 100% going
coming from the guy who predicted 125 degrees for at least 7 days.
Also the guy who predicted about Brendan Sorsby in that entire saga, too. So
what saga? You predicted that Brendan Sorsby was going to play.
I said they were going to fight like hell. I said the way that this entire thing was being set up was that they're going to make a push to say Brendan Sorsby should play. He's done his best. He's recovered. And they literally did everything to the team.
You're right.
Said they were going
but you also said that he was going to play.
Oh, and then I didn't understand that, Brendan Sorsby might actually have a conscience. So that is something that I totally did overlook.
Is that what we're going with? We're going with Brendan Sorsby as a conscience. That's why he's not playing in 2026?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I think that is a stretch.
Nobody
has a gambling problem and a conscience at the same time.
Do you really think that they're not going to expand it?
I think they will.
I know what you want.
I don't think they'll ever get to 24 teams. 24 teams is too much. It's too many teams, and the sample size doesn't validate that you should have more teams than you do.
Money.
No.
Again, it's going to make them more money. Like, look at the World Cup. The World Cup added a bunch of teams.
The World Cup happens once every 4 years.
But here's the thing: in the group stage of the World Cup, it used to be way less teams. This was the first year that there were way more teams, and all the purists were really, really upset about it. They're really mad about it. And then they made a ton of money. It actually ended up being pretty great soccer.
Yeah, and guess what? The favorites still won.
No, but here's the thing, and that's the thing. The NCAA tournament, it's not about the outcome. It's about how much money can you squeeze out of it. Look at the NCAA tournament. Did anybody want that to expand? Did it make sense to expand? Did they already have enough, and the best teams usually got at least close to the end? Yeah, they're still going to expand. It's going to happen. They're going to expand it. Now, what it will affect is where these teams are seated, right? Will now an SEC team that's 9-3 get a home field advantage, get a top half of the bracket over an 11-1, 11-2, Big 12 team? Yeah, I think that can be a problem, and that's something that I could certainly see happening. And then you get to like 24 and 23. Yeah, they're probably just gonna be like, "Oh, just put the 8-4 SEC team in." But I could see it messing with the seeding. And for the next couple of years, I could see it messing with who gets in and who gets out for sure. It already did last year. But eventually,
the two teams
there
that
will be
I think we both agree deserved a bid over Alabama.
Agreed. I would have been fine with either one of them.
Yeah. And
There were people
Alabama
arguing
still
that
got in.
Alabama should have, like, Miami shouldn't have made it, but Alabama should have made it.
Yeah.
And I just, again, no.
Mind-blowing. It really is mind-blowing.
But yeah, it's gonna affect the Big 12 for sure. It's also gonna affect, like, if things do shift how it's seen, like, we've seen conference realignment. Like you said, we've seen teams jump ship. Does a Texas Tech? Does a Utah? Does a BYU? Do any of these teams look at the Big 10 or look at the SEC and say, got room for one more? Because if it gets to the point where BYU for a couple of years is the second best team in the conference and is like, only losing to Texas Tech or whatever it is, and they're never getting into the college football playoffs, why wouldn't they just be like, can we go somewhere else?
Well, here's my rebuttal to that is you can't beat Texas Tech for a number of years, so what makes you think you're going to go into the SEC?
But I guess you just think you get a better benefit of the doubt, right? You get more infrastructure, more resources, and especially with BYU,
but again,
you
you
get
are
more
playing
money.
more challenging teams
Sure.
in more challenging
You
environments.
Or like Texas Tech. Let's say Texas Tech, wins the conference a couple of years. Like, oh, let's go to the SEC. Let's go to the Big 10. Like, teams that aren't even dominating their conference, like USC and UCLA convinced themselves to do that. They weren't dominating the conference. They were good, especially USC was good for a long period of time, but like it wasn't like, wow, the Pac-12 is always USC's and now they're jumping.
Yeah, nobody
over
was
the Big
saying like
10.
USC like national championship contender.
So I just think that if the Big 12 continues to be looked down upon, the teams that are at the top of it are going to look to jump ship. Like you mentioned, like Texas wasn't winning the Big 12 every year. What do? They moved to the SEC. Oklahoma wasn't winning the Big 12 every year. What do? They moved to the SEC. I could see that happening again if the Big 12 completely stops like getting credit and recognition, and teams that feel like they deserve to make the college football playoff don't.
Yeah. So what's the perfect system then?
You get to pick.
Not necessarily for like the amount of teams, right? We've had that discussion just a number of times. But like, what do you feel like is the system that actually gives the best teams the best chance? Because I think that's what we're all like. We can say the SEC this, the Big 12 that, the ACC here, like whatever. But I think we're all in agreement that we want to see the best 12 teams in the country make the college football playoff.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not mad scientists here with the perfect recipe to concoct how the college football playoff committee figures out who goes to the playoff and who doesn't. But it does feel like the system in place right now is still wildly flawed.
It's just about, like, again, you can't just go based off record, but you have to factor in some context. There are some, 1-loss teams that are worse than 2-loss teams. Right now, 3-loss teams, that's where things get shaky. It just comes down to treating conferences more equally, right? Maybe you do give an SEC team a little bit of an edge because they do play in a tougher conference. Cool. But you can't give them the edge to the point where a full loss or 2 losses is going to supersede what somebody in another conference did.
It's got to make sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like if a team in the SEC is 9-3 and all of their losses are to other SEC juggernauts, you know what I mean? Whether it's at home, on the road, like I think there are certain factors that you certainly weigh there. The Alabama making it in last year when, again, one of their losses was to Florida State at the start of the year by 2 touchdowns. Like in Florida State,
and
was a horrible
we're
team.
clearly holding the beginning of the season against teams because
That's why Notre Dame didn't get in.
Right. So we're like that. It clearly matters if you lose early in the season.
So like there needs to be a system in place, and again, like I think we're all in agreement here that the current system is flawed. I think it's very, very difficult to discuss college football playoff with group of 5 teams and Power 4 teams. I think the Power 4 does need to be looked upon in a higher standard than group of 5. And I do agree with you. I think the conferences do need to get a little bit more love across the P4 of like, okay, yeah, we understand that the SEC and the Big 10 are what they are, but now more than ever, I think the ACC and Big 12 are closer to reaching what those other 2 conferences are accomplishing on a year-in, year-out basis, and I think you've seen that. I think Arizona State is a perfect example in 2024 in the college football playoff. Yeah. Again, Texas Tech's performance last year leaves a bad taste in everyone's mouth, but I think going into this season, Arizona State has a major opportunity on the road against Texas A&M. Mm-hmm. You look at some of the other Big 12 teams that have games. I know there's a Big 12 team that has a game against Auburn at a certain point this year. Like there are going to be opportunities, and then when you do ultimately get to the college football playoff, right? Like You
got to win games. We got to win some college football playoff
and
games.
you need at a certain point, if you're in the Big 12 and the ACC, you need your conference to start performing.
Yeah, it's on the Big 12 too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about everybody else all we want. You got to go win a college football playoff game.
Yeah.
Your best team has to go win a college football playoff game. Now, you lose to a team like Texas the way Arizona State did, where it's like there's not only the controversy of the targeting, but it's a close game. It's a competitive game. It's widely considered one of the best college football playoff games ever. That is still a loss. You still have to be held to a higher standard to go win that game, right? Especially against a team in Texas who at that point did not win the SEC, right? You won the Big 12. You were the Big 12 champion. But you can't do what Texas Tech did. You can't go out there and put up 0.
You can't get whacked like that.
No, you can't. Again, losing is one thing. Getting whacked is another. But we need a Big 12 team to win some college football playoff games. Now, obviously, like TCU makes it to the championship game, a different format.
Yeah.
For sure. They didn't win through the 12 teams.
They get bludgeoned.
Then they got bludgeoned, but they at least did win a game.
What was the final score?
It was like 60 to 3. It was really, really bad here. I might have it right here. It was 65 to 7.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad. And I think TCU beat Michigan to get there, I believe.
Maybe something
TCU
like that.
beat Michigan. It was a different setup though, too. Like TCU would have never been in the national championship if it was a 12-team playoff.
No. That was a fun team though.
Yeah, they were good.
65 to 7, bro.
Yeah, they were good. 65 to 7 is tough. That Georgia team was also an all-time team.
Yeah.
You gotta win some games. I mean, you have to not be overlooked, and it is on the people whose job it is to not overlook you, but it is also on you to be good enough to not be overlooked.
Yeah.
Texas Tech got into the playoffs last year. And then they sucked, but they got into the playoffs last year. BYU, if they beat Tech once, even if it wasn't in the championship game, they probably are in the playoffs. So there are ways for you to still go out there and make it undeniable, but yes, it is not an even playing field. Those two things are true at the same time.
And we can agree that the playing field won't be even until a Big 12 team goes out there and does it. Has to win. I mean, it won't be even until a Big 12
I don't think
team.
it'll ever be even. I think
if a Big 12 team wins a national championship, it'll start to get more even.
For that specific team. But it has to be widespread conference. Like the SEC doesn't get credit because they have national champions. I mean, obviously they
haven't
do.
had one in years.
But right, you look at it, the last time they had a national championship was 2022, when Georgia beat TCU. But they get credit because of what? Like you said, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Right. You're also now, this folds in the other problem of you're losing the opportunity to play these SEC teams. Arizona State has had 2 SEC teams back out of their home and homes. Right? Obviously, they get to play A&M, and that's great. That's a big opportunity for them.
3. They've had 3.
Florida.
LSU. And Texas.
Yeah, you're right. And Texas. You have way less opportunities to go and play these types of teams. So when you do, you have to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Right? BYU, it's not an SEC team, but BYU's got to beat Notre Dame this year.
Yeah. Big opportunity.
These are the type of games that you have to go out there and win. And until you start doing that consistently, the narrative won't change, but the coverage is never going to change. The Big 12 will never be the SEC. There's too much infrastructure there and history with that. It will never be the SEC, but can they be better? Can it be more even? Yeah, it could absolutely do that.
Well, look, I think we're all ready for the Big 12 to finally get some love in the college football playoff, whether that be winning a game, getting multiple bids. And I know we are all juiced for the college football season, which begins next month. I'm pumped. I'm ready for it. I know Rubus is as well. We're going to be having a snake draft here.
We are.
On a lovely
Thursday.
A little Thursday snake draft on the other side of our final break.
We love ASU alumni-founded companies, and we love edibles. Therefore, the perfect sponsor is, of course, Pure Edibles. Founded in Arizona and available in 150 dispensaries statewide, all 3 founders are Sun Devils. And Pure Gummies, well, they're innovative. They're not just covered in sugar like all of their competitors. No. Pure is a full-fledged candy company offering gummies, kicks, which are their version of Starburst, chews, and hard candies as well. But that's not where the innovation stops, Anthony Totri, because they aren't
There's
number
more?
one in innovation for nothing. There's absolutely more. Pure's effects are clearly listed on each tin, but not just indica, sativa, hybrid. exactly how you're going to feel? Well, that's labeled on the tin. Sleepy, uplifted, relaxed, balanced, silly. Whatever you want to feel like, you can feel it with our friends over at Pure Edibles. They combine all of the amazing unique cannabinoids such as CBN, CBG, CBD, and marijuana-derived THC to give you the exact effect that you desire. Plus, they're designed to be ripped or bit in half, making them easily shareable and easy to dial in your exact dose. Go find yourself some Pure Edibles products from one of the over 150 dispensaries across Arizona, now including True Leaf.
Look, if you're watching us live after the fact or listening on audio, we want to hear from you guys. Just take a short survey and let us know what you love and how we can be better here at PHNX. And in return, you guys are going to have a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card. Of course, if you've been keeping up with the PHNX Sun Devils Show, the PHNX Sun Show, the Cardinal Show, any of our shows here, then we already know you guys have great taste. So head on over to gophnx.com/feedback today to get signed up. And if you're watching us, you guys can scan that QR code right there on the screen. It's a short survey, only takes about 3 minutes, and your feedback is going to help shape what we do right here at PHNX. And again, everyone who completes the survey will be entered to win a $100 Amazon gift card. So let your voice be heard. Take the survey today. Scan the QR code on the screen or head to gophnx.com/feedback. That's gophnx.com/feedback. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. Appreciate everybody watching live after the fact. And of course, all of you lovely folks listening on audio as well.
Watch out, Paul Feinbaum's behind you.
He's under the bed. Paul's under
Keep
the bed.
running.
Keep running.
If you're driving your car, close your eyes. Paul
Real
Feinbaum's
quick.
looking at you.
Scariest media personality to find under your bed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, Feinbaum is totally up there.
He's definitely top 3.
I'm thinking Shaq.
Shaq, ooh.
Your bed all of a sudden is just like 4 feet off the ground.
That would be scary for sure.
I mean, I would not want to run into Skip Bayless.
Skip
Bayless.
Skip's a tough one.
Kendrick Perkins. I mean, Stephen A. would just you would just wake up to the worst takes that you've ever heard.
You
in your
would.
entire life.
You would. I still think.
I think Feinbaum.
Might be the one.
Pat McAfee would low key be scary.
No, I feel
it's
like
his whole crew. There's all like 15 of them under there.
They're all in tank tops, just
Yeah.
getting ready to rip. Oh man, let us know in the chat what you think would be the scariest media personality to find under your bed. In the meantime,
Joe Buck
would
would kind of be terrifying.
Yeah, that would. Chris Collinsworth.
Now
Here's a guy.
It's not really a media personality, but the dude from Last Chance U, Jason Brown. Jason Brown, you remember Jason Brown? That dude would be terrifying.
Look, we are gonna do a special snake draft today. Glenn, that is the right answer. Special snake draft today because it's Thursday. We're gonna be drafting fast food restaurants. I don't think
No free ads,
I don't
though.
think Max is in the office today. Is he?
He is.
He is in the office.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Let's just a permanent no free ads.
permanent.
None
no
of
free
this are
ads.
free ads.
Potentially they are.
No. None of these are free ads until they reach
You
out to
guys-
us. Yeah.
Every fast food chain that is drafted today, give me a call. Okay, slide in my DMs.
What about
I'm happy to give
sorry.
you less than free ads.
late answer? Oh, Darren Ravel's a great answer. Chris Berman, for the dude who does like the home run derby stuff, and he goes back. He's like, go back to sleep. Okay. What's the order? What's the order here?
Thursday. I think Aryton gets to go 1-1 here.
Okay.
Do you want to go 2 or 3?
I'll go 3.
Go 3?
Yeah, I'll go 3.
Okay, that puts me in a pickle at 2. But the last time we did a fast food draft, we were in the very first studio of PHNX.
Yeah, I wasn't alive.
It's been
I was not alive in the PHNX universe.
It has been a minute.
We didn't
here.
do this?
I think Aryton might have just gotten to college at that point.
We didn't do this when I was on the show.
No,
like
we have
really
not done-
early.
Have not done
really
fast food
early?
since you've been here. Nope.
Interesting.
Nope.
Like, did you look this up, or is this just like
Let's-
vibes that you're going off?
That's
of?
just vibes. Let's go ahead and hide the chat here. And without further ado, Aryton, in the second ever, the 2026 Fast Food Places Snake Draft, you are on the clock. Every time without
every
fail.
time.
It's a pleasure to be here for the second ever fast food draft, and for the first overall pick, I am taking Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
it's a good pick.
Yeah, no, it's a great
Good pick.
It's a great
Lots
pick.
of good picks still on the board.
Yeah.
But it's a great pick.
Chick-fil-A, though, is like LeBron James.
Sure.
Like coming out of high school,
it's just always been
bona fide superstar, potentially already in the GOAT.
That'll be good and the same in like 70 years.
Yeah. No, you're right.
All right, Toasty.
I just want to clarify here. It has to have a drive-through to be considered fast food. Right?
Sure. Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
we're going
sure,
with here.
sure.
Okay. With that said, I am gonna go ahead and take. See, I'm already in a pickle. There's so many good.
I mean,
ones.
yeah. Like, here's the thing: is that you can't really go wrong.
I want In-N-Out. Like,
that's a good pick.
That's just a guy I want on my squad.
That's a good pick.
You know?
I probably would have taken In-N-Out.
Yeah. So I'm glad I pulled the trigger on that one. And it's just it's overall good. It's like Jalen Williams.
Sure.
Like all-star, great player. Maybe not like a SGA level fast food place, but like up there, dude. Deserves to get paid.
Yeah.
Deserves to get drafted high.
So you said it has to have a drive-through, and I think you asked that specifically for one that you're passing on that I don't think has a drive-through.
I was literally just clarifying.
Okay.
I think it can be a case-by-case basis. If
because
we're being
I'm
honest.
taking Chipotle.
I consider Chipotle fast food.
Cool.
If I'm being completely honest.
I eat at Chipotle.
Can I give you a hot
lot.
take?
Sure.
Chipotle is the worst fast food chain at what they do.
Who else is doing?
Cafe Rio is better. Qdoba is better.
I mean, no free ads though. I don't agree with those things unless they sponsor.
I
think they're all good. I think they're all good.
If I'm being honest, I think.
Sure.
Don't get me wrong. I love a good Chipotle bowl, but not for $25.
Sure. I understand.
It's like you're overpaying for Yusuf Nurkic.
Sure. I understand.
I feel like you don't. I feel like
no.
you're
I mean,
gaslighting me.
I think Chipotle, as long as you don't get the explosive diarrhea lettuce, is really really good. Okay.
Not just at Chipotle, by the way.
Yeah. Let's go.
Looking at your big board here.
No, I'm actually looking at your guys' old draft. I think it's
Are
pretty
you
funny.
serious?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Let
Look,
me
I looked it up to make sure that like we didn't.
Wait,
do
I
it
want to
either.
see which ones were drafted here.
Yeah, I mean, we can compare. We can compare at the end.
Okay, yeah, some good ones.
Definitely would have liked In-N-Out and Chick-fil-A on the board.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Dude, In-N-Out wasn't drafted in this draft.
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. Oh yeah, wait, you took it first. Never mind. I didn't see it there.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna go with Popeyes. I like Popeyes quite a bit.
Okay.
A nice fried chicken, nice biscuit. I'll take some Popeyes.
I think I've only ever had Popeyes like once or
You
twice.
drafted it second in your last fast food steak draft.
Yeah, I think I haven't had it since then. I have literally not had Popeyes since that
Dude, do you
draft.
remember
When was
people,
that draft?
Do you remember when people were killing people for those sandwiches?
Yeah, that was crazy.
This is in 2022, which I think was like kind of around like right after the.
I think that's probably why I
the
drafted
chicken
it.
sandwich murder.
Yeah,
phase.
I haven't had a Popeyes chicken sandwich ever.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna take the other chicken establishment.
Sure.
I'm gonna take Cane's here.
Yeah, I think
I
Cane's
know
is good.
people have bad things to say about it.
I think Cane's is good.
I don't care. I don't care what
Fair
the
enough.
folks have to say. I
This is
love
your
Cane's.
draft.
It's my player.
Yeah.
You know, I know what this guy's bringing to the table every single game. I love him. Give me Cane's.
Fair enough. I hear you.
All right, Aryton, you started off with LeBron James. How are you building around Chick-fil-A here?
Can I take maybe the LeBron James before LeBron James? And I'm going with McDonald's.
Wow.
The real do-it-all.
Wow.
So personally, wouldn't be in my top 5.
Wouldn't be in your top 5.
Personally.
Okay, I haven't had it in a very long time, but I do agree with Aryton here that he's taking like the GOAT before the GOAT.
Sure. I understand.
Nothing is
There's
more
historical
iconic
to me,
than the Golden Arches.
To me, this is like who is this? It's like Bill Russell, right?
Yeah.
Like, won a lot of championships early when
Wouldn't
there weren't
do it in today's
there weren't
game,
a lot of
though.
teams, but like realistically, like nowadays, I'd probably take a lot of players over him.
Yeah.
He's still one of the greats, and you have to show him respect. But me personally, like if we're just dropping him in today's game, I'm not drafting him.
Yeah, no, that's valid. That's 100% valid. 2 superstars.
I mean,
though.
yeah, I
Let's
think that's
not
a good.
get that- let's not-
At the second pick is great.
Yeah, we can't throw that away. I mean, second round value on McDonald's is supreme.
I'm personally not a fan.
I'm with you. I think some good menu
No,
items.
there's good
Some
stuff.
really good
and if
menu
they sponsor,
items.
then I love those menu items as well.
You will sell your soul for $10.
Well, I'm just not trying to put Max in a bad place. Nobody clip any of this. But okay, you got another pick, Freckled Mamba.
Next, I'm going a regional restaurant to where I'm from that's now made its way out to the southwest. I'm going with Culver's.
Okay, I thought you were gonna go somewhere else.
I did too. There was one specifically that like just opened that I thought he was.
Oh
gonna go
no,
with.
I wasn't even thinking about that one either.
Really? You were thinking something different?
One that's been open for a bit. That's pretty good. I might try to get that in the 5th round.
Wow.
Here.
Okay. Culver's also solid.
Yeah, Culver's
solid.
is good.
Right
Culver's
now,
is good.
I'm terrified of Aryton's squad. I really
Sure.
am.
I mean, yeah, he's got
heavy hitters.
He's got heavy hitters.
He's
for
got
sure.
heavy hitters for sure.
But they're, I guess, Chick-fil-A's chicken. They're, two of them are kind of hitting the same type of stuff.
That's valid.
here.
That's valid.
I'll explain my McDonald's and Culver's pick because they are similar, but you go to McDonald's when you're just like, I need something for $7 on my way back from work.
Okay,
you're
but
like on.
it's not $7.
You're probably like
you can get a $7.
you're like
meal
12
at
or
McDonald's.
you're
Trust.
12 or 13 days past your last paycheck. That's when you go to McDonald's.
100%, yes.
Sure.
And it tastes great for 12 or 13 days after the paycheck.
No,
yes.
1000%.
I agree.
I'm
yes.
100% here for that. And what I will say that I don't think we've talked about yet is say what you want about McDonald's like lunch menu, whatever. He drafted the best 2 breakfast establishments, and I don't think it's close. I think Chick-fil-A and
fair.
McDonald's has the best
100%.
breakfast
Yeah,
in the
that's
game.
fair. That's fair.
Okay, my pick here. Look, this is probably they just had a scandal.
It's a good pick.
I
though.
know
it's a good pick.
It's value.
Good value
it's,
pick.
it's-
Good value pick.
The value's not there. You know, this is like the gas mask, Laramie Tunsil
Sure.
coming out like
Yeah.
10 minutes before the draft. Give me Taco Bell, dude.
That's fair.
I don't care.
I was
know-
actually thinking about going Taco Bell too, but I
Let's
couldn't
be
go back
honest,
to back.
like
Chipotle and Taco
whether
Bell.
it's the lettuce or not, you're always getting explosive diarrhea from Taco Bell. Like, and I'm like, you know that going in.
Sure,
Like,
yeah.
let's not sit here and pretend that you don't know that that's what you're going to Taco Bell and that's gonna be the outcome. But I'll tell you what, you're gonna enjoy it. Not the
diarrhea.
Not the diarrhea part.
I mean, unless you're
gonna
free.
enjoy the food though.
Sure. Yeah, I mess with Taco Bell. I
Yeah,
mess with that.
it's solid.
It had been a while since I had it, and then
Yeah.
I had it literally 2 days before the explosive diarrhea stuff came out. So I'm good though.
we
I
probably
think.
should stop saying that and more specific, like what the actual illness or disease.
No, I think we covered it pretty
you
well.
think we're good with
Yeah.
that?
All right, 2 picks for me. Give
Can we
me
just call it ED instead?
Yeah, sure. Explosive diarrhea. Yeah, we all suffer from ED.
Eric
now and
ate Taco Bell and it gave me ED.
then. I got ED from Taco Bell. That's pretty funny. Okay, give me in between 2 here. Give me Wendy's. I'll take
Ooh,
a
good.
nice Wendy's.
Love me a square burger.
Nice little square burger. The Frosties.
the Frosties?
Yeah, the Frosties
no, they're
are,
fire.
are really
Our strawberry
really good.
swirl girl.
I am the strawberry swirl
Yeah.
girl.
No, you
so
are.
you are the brownie batter batty, I believe, was the other one.
Wow.
I literally think that's what that was
Wow,
called
that's-
in the
that's
ad
wild,
read.
yeah.
And then I got another pick here, and I think I'm gonna go with Panda Express
Okay.
if that's okay.
No, yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah,
They got
the only
drive-thrus.
really like Asian food that you can get here.
in
am I-
terms of drive-through,
Yeah.
I don't know of another.
I think with the ones that I'm getting though too, like the Chipotle, like the Panda Express, like to me it's like those feel like just more like meals that you can get.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm getting a side and a main and all of that versus like I'm getting a burger and fries, which is still
Yeah.
good. And again, I got Wendy's, so I got my burgers and fries checked. I got my chicken checked. I got the most versatile draft here, I think, so far.
Yeah, I think you've got. We've all got really good drafts right now.
There's a lot of good food out there.
There is a lot of good food out there, and I'm gonna take a controversial pick, or it was at least controversial when we had this last draft. I tried
Okay.
to draft it, and it wasn't. I don't think it was allowed. Let me see what it wasn't allowed.
Okay. So there's precedent.
Well, yeah. Saul came in when we were doing this draft, and he was like, "That does not count."
Okay.
But it has a drive-through.
Okay.
You can order food here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and get Starbucks in the 4th round here. It's got a drive-through. You can get food. That is a fast food establishment by the definition.
I think that definitely counts.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
I'll take it.
It seems like Saul just wanted to argue with you.
Yeah,
guys.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
By the way, I'm looking at this draft. I'm looking at the poll underneath. So Shane in this draft got Chick-fil-A and McDonald's in his first 2 picks, and he won. So I think
Who was the rest of?
I don't want to read the rest off yet.
Okay,
We'll revisit this full draft when we're done.
You're gatekeeping.
Yeah, Aryton with back-to-back picks here.
Crazy work.
Next, I'm going with another regional to my spot. I think this is the one you guys thought I was going to pick, and this is the Chicago joint. I'm going with Portillo's.
Yep. That was the one that I was thinking of. Yep.
Oh no!
That's the one I
food
was
at
thinking of.
Portillo's.
How did I not? Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, the chocolate cake shake.
Oh
while
my
it might
God.
take a year and a half off your life, it's worth a year and a half of experience.
Aryton wins.
Yeah, he is a really good. He's a really good
He
one.
drafted. I mean the 73-9
good.
team.
Yeah,
he
it's
beat
good.
it just right then and there.
It's good for sure.
I cannot believe I didn't. I didn't think of
Well, you're back.
Portillo's.
Oh wait, no, never mind. Aryton is on their pick.
Oh my goodness.
That's that. So what were you thinking of when he didn't say the thing that you're thinking?
Don't
of?
worry about it.
Are you gonna draft it now?
No, maybe.
Well, you only have one pick, so
Yeah, well,
this doesn't really
Ayrton's
matter.
got his final. He's
My last one, I'll let you guys decide if this counts as like fast food. I'm going with Swig, the dirty soda place. It has a drive-through.
It has a drive-through,
And it
but can
also
you
has
order? I guess you
food.
can order food.
You
there.
got, like-
It
I
has
did see
little-
the other
it has
day they had like
little,
little pretzel bites and stuff.
And they're very
on there.
good. Very good.
That-
Are we allowing that?
I'm
It's fine.
gonna allow.
I don't
it.
think it's a strong pick, so you can have it.
I agree. I don't.
You
think
will
it's
get
the,
a big certain contingent
yeah,
that votes for
yeah.
you, though.
I think
A big, large
A
population.
lot of
contingent,
BYU
yes.
fans are going to be voting for Ayrton's
Yeah.
squad for sure.
All right, Totri.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure here.
There really is.
I
There's a lot of picks on this draft from before that have not been picked.
I am going to take a spot that no one else is going to take here.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I've got the name of it
Okay.
correct here because I know there's a lot of spots like this. I'm gonna go ahead and take Ono Hawaiian Barbecue. They just put one by my house that
Okay.
has a drive-through.
Okay.
I
Bad
over the
choice
last-
for Hawaiian barbecue.
Yeah, I think
respectfully.
that's the wrong pick for drive-through Hawaiian barbecue.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what's the right pick, but yeah,
There's a better one,
we'll tell you. Ayrton's Mr. Hawaiian Barbecue.
Mr. Hawaiian Barbecue.
It's an interesting pick.
I like Ono.
Fair enough. I've had Ono before. It has given me ED though. Unfortunately. So
There's a good chunk of the restaurants on this draft
that
do
are going to
that.
give you
Yeah.
ED for sure. Okay, so lots of good picks still on the board. Let me read off the fast food steak draft from 3-4 years ago. Sean took Taco Bell, Wendy's, Whataburger, Dairy Queen, and Salad and Go. Shane took Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Sonic, Raising Cane's, and Culver's. Totri took In-N-Out, Popeyes, Panda Express, Filiberto's, and Bojangles.
Filiberto's was great.
I'm debating between Sonic, Whataburger, and Dairy Queen for mine. I think I'm going to go Dairy Queen and get the best dessert out of anybody on here.
I mean, I feel like you could make the argument that McDonald's has better dessert.
I don't think so.
I think you could make the argument Portillo's has better dessert.
Portillo's is certainly up there. I think Dairy Queen has underrated food though.
Never gotten food.
It's
from Dairy
actually
Queen.
it's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't had it in a really long time. Give me actually no. Let me get the Texas contingent. Give me Whataburger. I'll take Whataburger.
pandering here.
Yeah, I'll take
Pandering.
Whataburger. I mean, if we're going with Swig with the final answer, you're gonna get with Ono Hawaiian Barbecue all the Hawaiians, and I'm gonna get everybody from Texas.
Yeah,
Give me
I
Whataburger.
Guess, I guess that's.
I think it's a
fair.
good value pick at 5.
Yeah, I think it's a solid value
Yeah.
pick for sure. What's the Hawaiian barbecue spot?
No
Mo
free ads.
Bettas.
Do they
Well, no, they don't have a
drive-thru?
drive. No,
Oh, you're
I
right.
think-
I think Mo
Oh,
Bettas.
I think-
I love Mo Bettas, but
I think
they don't have a
I think
drive-thru.
Hawaiian Bros is better than.
No, I
Ono.
disagree. Hawaiian Bros has given me ED before too.
Fair enough.
Worse, way worse. than
Everywhere. I'm
any-
not I don't want to list off the ones that I'm not a fan of. Okay, so the draft. Totri takes In-N-Out, Cane's, Taco Bell, Starbucks, and Ono Hawaiian Barbecue. I take Chipotle, Popeyes, Wendy's, Panda Express, and Whataburger. And Aryton takes LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Culver's, Portillo's, and Swig.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I love my squad, but I think Aryton.
The most free,
Aryton
the most
won here.
free ads per capita in entire PHNX history.
1,000%, and not all of them good.
No,
Not all of them good. Guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of the PHNX Sun Devils Show. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Follow the show, PHNX_Sun Devils on Instagram, Twitter, and on TikTok. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Redco Ruby here at Erik Ruby. That is Erik with a K. And you can follow the best general manager at PHNX, also known as the Freckle Mamba, at Freckle Mamba on social. And Erik, we'll see you on Friday.
I will with a guest.
In the meantime, go Devils. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.